Hi, my name is Evan Zislis. I'm a professional organizer and a life strategies consultant based out of Aspen, Colorado. I'm also the author of the Amazon bestseller, Clutter Free Revolution, Simplify Your Stuff, Organize Your Life, and Save the World. And my new ebook, Aphrodisiac, Clearing the Cluttered Path to Epic Love, Great Sex, and Relationships That Last. It's still just an ebook, but it is available on my website as a PDF for absolutely free. And that's at ClutterFreeRevolution.com. I'm here to give you another quick tip to jumpstart your new year, and today we're going to be talking about a little exercise that I do called Lid on a Box. Lid on a Box is basically a way for you to establish some parameters around how much of a certain kind of a thing you're willing to maintain in your space. So for example, if you've got so many books that you need to buy another bookshelf or knock out a wall and create a giant library and then buy the house next door because you just don't have enough stuff or enough space for all of your books. We've got kind of a sprawl problem there, and you can understand that. Basically what we're trying to say here is that if you don't have the discipline, for lack of a better word, to contain how much of a certain kind of a thing that you're going to have, we're going to give you some parameters so that at least you can start off with a little bit of some boundaries about how much of a certain kind of a thing that you're going to maintain. So because this is called Lid on a Box, we're going to go ahead and draw a box for you. So here we have this box. Now I have 4 rules of organization, and that is like things together so that they're easy to find, easy to reach, and out of the way. And we'll go into that in more detail in another video, but for Lid on a Box, basically what we're saying is all of the same kind of a thing is going to be together. So, and we would like for all of our like things to be contained in some kind of a container. Now a container can come in different shapes and sizes. A drawer is a container. A cabinet with a shelf is a container. Obviously a bin with a lid is a container. So for this exercise, we just call it a box, for lack of a better word. Just know that that container can take on a variety of different shapes and forms and things like that. For our purposes, we're just going to consider this a box of toys, right? So we've got a bunch of toys, and we want to be able to contain all of the toys that are around our entire space into one location. So my daughter is 5 years old, and she knows that at bedtime she needs to go upstairs, brush her teeth, put on her pajamas, and put all of her toys away in the trunk that's in her bedroom. And she only has one trunk of toys. So she knows that anything that's left on the floor when I come upstairs, I'm going to donate to a thrift store. So she's got a lot of ownership. She's got a lot of incentive to pick up those toys and put them away. But I want to make sure that we're able to put a lid on that box. I want her to be able to close that box and go to sleep without having things like overflowing and spilling out onto the floor. And that tends to happen especially with kids' toys. Now developmentally, with toys in particular and for kids, they're going to get more out of their play. If they have room and space to play, it triggers their creativity in better ways, their imagination, than if they don't have enough space to play because they're playing on top of their toys. It's just an example. But what I want to do is I want to be able to say anything that doesn't fit in this box, because I want to be able to put a lid on this box and close it for the night and be able to say, okay, we're putting all these things away, and I don't want to have these things visible and out and, like I said, spilling onto the floor. So anything that doesn't fit inside this box, now it's decision time. So if it doesn't fit, that means I got to start scrutinizing what's in the box, what can I take out, what can be donated, what can be consigned, what is just trash, in order to make room for the things that are really valuable and important to me to hold on to. So that exercise really just applies to everything. So it enables you to consolidate the amount of stuff that you're trying to contain in a way that holds you accountable to this much space if that's what's available. If you've got this much space, that's fine. But really, as soon as you decide that you're willing to come out of that box, the question is, am I going to get another box in order to accommodate this next round, or am I going to knock out a wall or buy the house next door or fork out $100 a month for storage? So those are directions that I really prefer people not to go in, especially if they're not using those things on a really frequent basis, or if they don't have a ton of value that they're trying to maintain. So as much as we're able to simplify what we need, consolidate it down to this much space, and anything that doesn't fit in this box, whatever size you allocate for that particular thing, everything else has got to go. So that's just another quick tip to jumpstart your new year. Thanks again. The website is ClutterFreeRevolution.com. Thanks. We'll see you next time.